So let's discuss the key impact players for today's match because I feel that it is very important to discuss the fact that how these players would be taking this high pressure situation today because there are a lot of I feel that there are five players whose previous performance in high pressure situation, the power play chases, the death overs, the tense middle phases, or defending the big totals make them genuine match winners. I would say starting with Vaibhav Suryavanshi, the fearless batter of RR, which RR has got for something which is very delightful. So the current form is that this boy has got 122 runs of just 49 balls across three matches, which averages around across 41, and the strike rate nearly barges to 248 with around 11 sixes and 10 fours. So he's already delivered the statement knocks under these pressure games. I mean, the 52 of 17 with the strike rate of nearly about 300 versus CSK, that turned the modest target into an 8 wicket route in 12.1 overs, and that 39 runs of 14 to 15 balls versus MI in a rain hit game. I feel that in death over simulations and late chases this season, his strike rate has touched 230 plus, which averages a 6 every 4.9 balls faced in his IPL career. So, I mean, if he gets going in the first 6 overs against Bhuvi, Duffy, I feel that RR can post 70 or 80 plus in the power play. I mean, the fearlessness in the pressure starts and the could set an unsustainable platform. So, secondly, I feel more about Yashasvi Jaiswal, the accelerator who is facilitating the Suryavanshi. He's currently sitting on the orange cap with 170 runs in three games. He's got 250s, 150, 170, 160 strike rate. I mean, he's the perfect counterbalance to Suryavanshi because he has a composing innings and he has that flavor of hitting out of the park when the openers are all under already pressure. So historically strong versus RCB, 272 runs in 9 matches, including 49 of 19 in the last clash. I feel that in 2026 he's delivered composed half centuries while anchoring these chases after explosive starts. On a Guwahati pitch that can grip later a bit, I feel that Jaiswal's ability to rotate the strike and accelerate in over 7 to 12 under scoreboard pressure could be different if Suryavanshi falls early. Thirdly, I would like to talk about Virat Kohli. RCB number two, the experienced anchor over here. I mean, he's still the king of consistency. 97 runs in two games this season, including that 69 odd runs of 38 in the chase versus SRH. The strike rate is high with the aggressive power play intent, and you see that career versus RR, 896 runs, including a century. He's proven himself in high pressure chases and the middle order rescues. He's going to turn the multiple 180 plus totals into wins, and with the calm accumulation followed by his great explosion that he has discovered over a period of time in past few years. So even against tricky variations like Sandeep Sharma has, he's delivered match defining knocks under scrutiny. So I feel that RCB's first away game is there today, and Kohli's experience in 10 away chases and his record versus RR makes him the man to study the ship if the top order is tested by the Archer and the Barber. Fourth, I would still like to bang on with Devdutt Padikkal. Two half centuries in two games, 101 runs total with beautifully paced innings and high tempo stroke play. He has got some beautiful shots on the leg side. I would still be watching him playing against the likes of Andre Berger and Joe Archer. Cutting down their swings, stepping ahead, or after once he gets settled by staying back into the crease. So in RCB's recent 250 plus totals, he was someone who has always built platforms under these crucial situations in the team. He was a go-to man for the middle over special releasing after early wicket. So his transformation this season around strike rate, which falls more than 200 plus at number three, will be very crucial in high-scoring wins. I feel that against RR's technically very varied attack, Jadeja has a different flavor. Bishnoi would have a different spin plus pace. Very very good with the left-handers. So the battle that I'm going to watch for is when the Bishnoi would be coming in the middle overs and his leggies and his turns could be deceptive to the Padikkal. But if the Padikkal try to counterbalance him, he would definitely will his ability to find the gaps and accelerate between 17 to 15 will definitely exploit any slowdown on the Guwahati pitch. The last person that I would go with is Tim David. The current form plus he's kind of pressure pedigree. He knows how to rediscover his mojo. So with 70 of 825, I guess in versus CSK in a 250 plus total. I mean, a masterclass that was given in late overs carnage under scoreboard pressure. So in recent high stakes finishes, he has converted the cameos into game sealing knocks. Example, 22 of 8 in prior matches, which I don't remember the exact match, but that match was exactly greatest of showdown by Tim David. One of the finest that the Australian Australians have got. I believe he's not from Australia. He's technically from Singapore. He has come downtown to Australia to play his cricket. I mean, one of a bloke. So his power hitting in the last 5 overs, I feel that overs RCB's greatest weapon in the season. I feel if the game goes very deep, likely which is very likely on this pitch, because then the David's finishing ability in the death, especially versus RR's cutters and Yorkers, could turn this 160 into 220, 230 total, or maybe seal a chase. I feel that. Jofra Archer, Jacob Duffy, both will also have delivered in high pressure power plays and death overs this season. I mean, these five will embody the pressure performance narrative. Let's see how it goes on. Also, I would like to talk about the Archer's pressure performance that we have seen over a period of time. Archer has played 3 matches so far and already looks reborn after a patchy 2025. 3 wickets in 10 overs at an economy of 7 or 8. He has got best figures for 2 for 19. So he's a joint leader in dot balls bowled in IPL 2026, which is fairly good alongside Mohammad Shami. There is pure pressure on him, but he has stood up with this whole situation. I feel that his form towards the match yesterday against CSK, where he gave the economy of just 4.5 or 6 versus MI. He had a very controlled 4 overs. So let's see. I mean, his lethal power play would define with Nandle Walker. The regularly taking early breakthroughs when the team is already at the stake. I feel that in short, Archer is delivering exactly when RR needs him the most. Uh, Moreover, I feel that 24 plus power play wickets in IPL history at an average of 24.70 and economy of 6.4, with no bowler with 20 plus power play wickets has a better average. So if he thrives today when batsmen are attacking, so he can use the way he uses the bounce and see movement to kind of make or induce the mistime shots or edges. I feel that that would be something that Virat Kohli's and the Devdutt Padikkal has to counter, because in 2026 the straight has already troubled a lot of batters in the Guwahati. So let's see how this bouncy and the even bounce would test both the top orders of RCB. Uh, I feel that the fact that from 2020 IPL, most valuable player for RR was Tofra Archer. He has delivered in high pressure series and as and title race games. He has given up the show in 2019 World Cup as well. So overall, IPL there is 62 wickets in 55 matches. So technically, he will have when RR was chasing or defending the totals above 180. So the presence alone forces the batter to technically take the risk at him, because you cannot avoid Joe Archer. More than that, I feel the performance are defined by the extreme pace. There would always be a dot ball intensity which he will be trying to gain in the with the clutch death over Yorkers when the game is on the line. 2026, I guess he is back to the best at exactly at the right time. RR's bowling attack would definitely transform because of him. So tonight against unbeaten RCB in Guwahati could be another signature Archer tonight.